We start, however, with another quarter-final in the small international 40-by-20 court with big John Sabo from New Jersey and Roscommon's Mickey Walsh facing each other over 15 minutes. So John Sabo going ahead.
3, so it's 2.
John has his wife Linda with him. In fact, she's there in that front row, just behind Mickey Walsh, as her husband goes 2 ahead.
So it's 2.
Oh, Walsh was well in for that, and that's a hinder. There is it. I thought John Sabo had got to it, and then it came off of Mickey Walsh's legs, but in fact Vern Roberts decided that John Sabo didn't get it off the floor. So change of service again. The voice is Vern Roberts, and the American visitors, they're refereeing all the games in the international top 8. Irish referees will be the referees when the Americans take on the Irish players in the 60-by-30 Irish standard court. So it's certainly the service is changing over very quickly. Just coming up to 5 minutes gone.
5 minutes gone.
So 10 minutes left as John Sabo serving right down the bottom of the right-hand wall. Oh, Mickey Walsh killing that on the left-hand wall. And that's just as effective as if it was done on the front wall.
To the serving forward. Side out. 4-2.
Such tremendous power. No wonder the
5-2.
John Sabo killing that so effectively. He's well in for that one, but now he's out of... No, he's back again. Great recovery by the American. Mickey Walsh taking that with the left overhand. Sabo then just missing that by about a foot or 2. Losing the service.
2-5.
Walsh got that one well, but Sabo's in for it. And then Mickey Walsh back into the back of the court. Took that one nicely. A hinder again.
5 serves 2.
Just those 3 between them. John Sabo, whose first major victory was in the New York Metropolitan Open Championship in '75. Losing his service then, and he won the 1977 National YMCA Singles Championship. Mickey Walsh, so anxious to get on with it. He's not even waiting for Vern Roberts, the referee, to call the score. Sabo trying a drop shot there, and it doesn't come off.
3-5. Three serves 5 again. Screen serve.
Vern Roberts calling a screen serve. The ball screened as it came back by Mickey Walsh's body, so John Sabo must have a clear view of it. That came up very trickily for Walsh, so he loses the service.
5 serving 3.
Sabo back in again. He has also excelled. John has on 3-wall handball. He's losing his service there now, because in a 15-minute game or any game on a time duration, you're allowed no shorts at all. So 1 short and you lose the service. And this is something the Americans are not familiar with, because Of course, they play the normal game, the 21 aces, where you're allowed one short and you lose the hand only on the second one. But he's serving well there now, down the left-hand side.
6-3.
Right or left, Sabo's quite effective. Beautiful killing with the left one there, 7. You'll notice how the Americans serve with the sidearm service rather than the underarm swing like the American players. Go down very low, as you see John there. Oh, beautiful kill shot from the back deep in the court by Mickey Walsh. And the change of service. Getting one back, and then too fast he loses the service with one short. That's a relief for Sabo, I'm sure.
Hold it, replay.
So referee Vern Roberts asked him to replay that, the ball coming off the join of the wall, which is not level at the back of the joining of the door. So Courtinder and John Sabo then losing the service, and this is changing around very quickly. And he'll be asked to play that again because the door, unfortunately, is not level with the back wall, so they're regarding it as a court hinder. And that's a nice kill. Mickey Walsh was in so quickly. Very deserving of that applause. Oh, he was well down for that, was Sabo, and again this time. And so is Mickey Walsh, right down on the floor, almost a knuckle scraping the floor. Mickey Walsh looking for a hinder, but the referee giving a loss of service.
7-5.
4 minutes left, just 2 between them as John Sabo comes in, 7-5. Oh, that bounced badly off the side wall, and then John Sabo getting with the tips of the fingers, didn't have full control. So Walsh is back in again. Good shot by Walsh, laying on Sabo's left in quick succession. Just a 1 between them, little over the 3 minutes to go. So they're together. Could Mickey Walsh now provide a second sensation in this international top ace competition? Remember last week, Mick Ahern from Kerry did it. Oh, John Sabo right deep in the back left-hand court, diagonally across, and kills it in the right-hand corner. Sabo in quickly for this one. He's got to rush back. Oh, he got that, throwing himself right across. That was a beautiful shot on the fly. For a big man, he's so agile around that court. Remember, he's 14 stone, 6 feet. And he's certainly able to move around that court. 2 minutes left. Does he get that? The bottom of the back wall. Oh, he missed that. He was trying to lob it onto the front wall, and he misquit it.
2 minutes to go, 7-7.
Mickey Walsh amazingly getting that one right down bottom of the back wall and kills it on the bottom of the front. That was an exceptionally superb shot by Walsh. And losing the service now.
1 minute.
Very little time to go for John Sabo. As Hinder came off Mickey Walsh's back. Just those seconds to go. John Sabo's one behind. Can he go for the kill? Mickey Walsh gets it. Is Sabo in? He doesn't. Tried the backhand, it didn't come off, so are we going to have the second surprise? Oh, beautiful killing. Now has Sabo the time. Just seconds to go. So 8 aces each. Just those seconds. Can Sabo kill it? He does! 9-8. Just seconds to go, and there's the buzzer. John Sabo just escaping. He's on the right there. The big man from Springfield, New Jersey. Mickey Walsh, darker shorts from Roscommon. And rounds of applause for both players. A great game, a great performance by Mickey Walsh, who's not accustomed to 40-by-20 handball, doing very well against the professional John Sabo.
We now move to the large 60-by-30 foot Irish-style court for 2 further first-round matches in the National Top Ace Tournament. Wexford's Dick Lyng meets TerryMuck of Chicago in the first round of these games.
Point.
So Terry gets his first ace on the scoreboard.
1 serving to 2.
Unlike John Sabo, of course, TerryMuck does know what to expect in the 60-by-30 court, because he, along with 2 of the other Americans, were back here again this year and played on it last year.
Point.
And now they're level.
2 serving to 2.
Muck here is 33 years of age. He was the national U.S. champion. He won it in Austin, Texas, back in '73.
Point. 3 serving to 2.
And Master of Divinity, he in fact was in Sri Lanka in '75 on a Fulbright fellowship. And at the moment he edits a religious magazine that circulates among the clergy in the U.S.
2 serving to 3. Point. 3 serving to 3.
So Dick Lyng here, he's the one in the darker shorts. Terry keeping Dick Lyng at the back of the court, but now he has to move back himself. This is a long, long rally. TerryMuck going way back to the back wall. He gets it too. Dick Lyng is in there on the fly. Is Muck in as well? He does. Nice lob. Lyng can't get to it. That was beautifully
done by TerryMuck. He saw that chance and he grabbed it.
Three serving three.
Nearly 5 minutes gone, so 10 minutes to go, and this is an exciting game. Both vastly experienced, of course. TerryMuck in there, oh, he got to it, but couldn't get it onto that
5
front
minutes
wall.
gone. Three serving three.
Muck is in again. He's going to put that way out of reach of Dick Lyng, or is he? Lyng gets it onto the wall, and then Terry missed that. He let it go up too far for the overhand. And it spun off his fingers.
Four serving three. Point. Five serving to three.
It's a hinder, the ball hitting Dick Lyng.
Three serve. Five serving.
So Dick Lyng here again to serve. He's the holder of 7 All-Ireland titles in the senior grade. 3 singles and 4 doubles. And all of them won here on this 60 by 30 court.
Point. Six serving three.
37-year-old Dick Lyng from Wexford. That's a good serve into the back corner on the right-hand side.
7 serving three. Point.
Lyng is now pulling away, and this
8
is
serve. Hold
danger.
it. 8 serving.
The danger
three.
stage for TerryMuck. 5 at the most, 6 or 7. Is about as much as any player can allow his opponent to go ahead in a 15-minute game, because the pressure is then on. The player who's leading, all he has to do is play the ball around the court, play for time.
Point. 9 serving three. Side out.
No, TerryMuck has a chance as he comes in again to serve in the lighter shorts. You're watching in black and white.
Ender ball, reserve. 3 serving 9.
Oh, TerryMuck cutting it away on the fly with the left hand. Right over in the right corner, out of Dick Lyng's reach.
7 9.
5 aces separating them.
Point. 5 serving 9.
So is TerryMuck about to do it here? 4 behind he is. That was, oh, it looked like a setup for TerryMuck, and then he fluffs it. Looked as if Dick Lyng had set it up for him with a high shot off the front wall.
9 serving 5.
So from there to the end, Dick Lyng dominated the proceedings, running out the winner and the national quarter-finalist by beating TerryMuck 19-12. Harry's in the all-white outfit has a handsome lead of 9-2 as we join the action 7 minutes into this 15-minute game.
9 serving 2. 10, serving
Power
2.
on the left hand, just as effective as on the right. He's gone halfway through the game.
11, serving 2.
And Pat McGarry pulling away now to a comfortable lead.
Serving 2. Two serving 12.
Now Tom Morrissey, possibly one last chance. We've gone over the halfway mark. In fact, 8 minutes and some seconds gone. Morrissey, that's
12 serving 2.
a good get by Tom Morrissey. Nicely lobbed, but Tom McGarry is there and just as gently, even more gently, lobs it into the corner. McGarry playing possibly his best handball for quite a long while. Of course, about a year and a half ago, handball was badly interrupted by an illness.
2 serving 13.
He played here in top base when in fact he probably shouldn't, but certainly back at the peak of his form now at 32 years of age. And probably with a lot more confidence now since he won that doubles in '76 and having won so many championships at hardball in the last few years.
He
gives up on that one, but
serving 13.
At this stage I think he can afford to. Approaching 10 minutes gone.
4 serving 13. 5 minutes to go.
Was trying to achieve about 5 minutes
14.
ago. Is it now too late for him? Less than 5 minutes to go. There it is again. We have seen some dramatic recoveries
6 serving 13.
over the years, these 8 years of top base. But could we see one as sensational as Tom Morrissey coming back here?
7 serving 13.
Pat McGarry dismayed, but I don't think too unhappy, because he must know the time is on his side. No, that comes up for Morrissey. Came up well off the glass wall.
8 serving 13. Serving 13.
So now just 4 between them, and Pat McGarry's lead is not so strong now. That gets up, but Tom Morrissey is caught too far out.
14 serving 9.
That was fortunate for Pat McGarry because it breaks Tom Morrissey's momentum. Now he has the whole right-hand side of the court. He didn't take it.
14 serving 9.
He really had
3 minutes
the
to
whole
go.
right-hand side open to him there if he had chosen to try for a shot into it.
$15 serving 9. 9 serving 15.
That's the time to go. And it means that Tom Morrissey is out of top ace 81. That was well got off the back wall by Morrissey. Oh, Pat McGarry missing it.
10 serving 15. 2 minutes to go.
5 and aces between them, less than the 2 minutes.
11 serving
4
15.
between them. Could it be possible for Tom Morrissey to recover? We have seen it in the past. Is he in time? Yes, he gets there. And again. Now Pat McGarry has the whole right-hand side, and he doesn't miss an opportunity or pass it up when it's presented to him like this.
Serving 11. Serving 15. 1 minute to go.
Oh.
15 serving 11.
Isn't pleased at all. He could have let that run to the back wall, I think, but he wanted to cut it off, time being against him. It's just half a minute now.
Serving 11. Serving 16.
So that's it, the buzzer defeating Tom Morrissey. Pat McGarry there in your picture, through to the semi-final. His victim on the left, Tom Morrissey of Tipperary. A very young player, not very young, but inexperienced, 30 years of age is Tom Morrissey.
So now Pat McGarry's into the semi-final of the National Series, and in that game he'll meet the winner of the next match we're about to see, Chicago's Vern Roberts with the glasses and the headband, and Pakie Ryan, the Irish national champion representing Dublin. Pakie serves, and he's leading by 4 aces 4 minutes into the game.
Side out, 4 serving 0.
Pakie Ryan using the left again. One of the features, of course, of handball, the two-handed game,
5 minutes.
right and left. Pakie Ryan well in for that, down on the knees.
6 serving 0.
Shot by Vern Roberts.
0 serving 6.
So Vern back into serve. Nearly 6 minutes gone. Highest ranked player of the 4 Americans here with us this year in 1980. Vern Roberts finished last season on the professional tour in 3rd place. And Pakie Ryan, of course, the top player here, is our champion at the moment. And Vern getting the point there.
6.
Oh no.
Side out. 6 serving 1.
Pakie Ryan well in.
Serving 1.
7-1. Vern Roberts, you'll notice, electing to play without the gloves, which are compulsory in the 40 by 20 court, but optional in 60 by 30 handball. Oh, that's into the rafters.
Point 8, serving 1.
Just halfway through this 15-minute game now. Pakie Ryan increasing that lead to a comfortable position for him, to a dangerous stage for Vern Roberts. No, too low.
Point 9, serving 1.
Pakie Ryan not serving with great power.
Point
But effective nonetheless.
10,
9
serving
between them
1.
now. Pakie keeping it off the back wall. Very casually lobbed under those two walls,
11,
side wall and front
serving
wall.
1. Side out.
Pakie doesn't make it, so losing the service now. Vern Roberts must go all out.
1, serving 11.
He's got about 6 minutes to go.
Serving 11. Side out. 11, serving 2. Side out. 2.
Pakie
serving
Ryan
11.
losing the service, driving the service so high that in fact it went onto the rafters and the television lights. Oh, Vern doing
Side
the
out.
same, which
11,
not quite as
serving
high,
2.
but just as elementary a mistake.
Serving 2. 5 minutes to go.
5 minutes left, says the referee. Cayman Jones from Clare. 10 between them. That was a perfect kill shot by Roberts.
2, serving 12.
That's gone into the rafters. 3 for Vern Roberts.
3, serving 12.
So Vern here, 15 years the younger. 25 years of age.
Fine.
Pakie Ryan, 40 in March. That was well got by Roberts. Pakie Ryan's playing it easily, high on the walls. Time is on his side. He's making Roberts do the work. Pressure is on Vern now to go for the kill at this stage.
Side out. 4, serving 12. Side out. 12, serving 4.
3 minutes left. Pakie Ryan playing the easy, casual style of handball, so effective that won him the All-Ireland Championship last year. Rushing in that time, missing it.
Side
Not
out.
by much though.
4, serving 30.
Less than 3 minutes now.
Side out.
Ryan making his opponent run right around the court.
13, serving 4.
Very little time left now. It'll come up for Vern Roberts and for Pakie Ryan.
Point 14, serving 4.
A very comfortable lead now for the All-Ireland champion. Dropping that so easily off the back wall
15,
onto the bottom of the front.
Serving 4.
Pakie Ryan also plays 40 by 20 handball. Indeed, he twice competed in the US Nationals, in Las Vegas in '75 and last year in Arizona.
Point 16, serving 4.
He has lots of time, so he's in no hurry to serve. He moves around so easily, you'd imagine he wouldn't get to the ball, but his great mobility and his controlling the court from the center of the court.
17.
Right in the middle of those service lines and the short line.
1 minute to
Just
go.
in that position.
Point 18, serving 4. Point 19. 19, serving 4.
There's the countdown to the end. Pakie Ryan is now safely through to the semi-finals.
4, serving 19.
And that's it. Pakie Ryan, 19-4 in that white t-shirt. The All-Ireland champion is through to the semi-finals of National Top Ace 81, and that semi-final lineup will be Tommy O'Rourke against Dick Lyng and Pat McGarry against Pakie Ryan.
So a masterly display by the Irishman. He established himself after that game, but we start with the second semi-final in the 60 by 30 court, in which Pat McGarry of Limerick with the dark strip comes up against Dublin's Pakie Ryan. Vern Roberts assists with the commentary during this 15-minute game.
Pat McGarry from Limerick, the brother of a former handball champion and a great hurler too, was his brother Tom.
Point, 1 serving 0. Zero serving 1.
So Pakie Ryan now coming in to serve, All-Ireland champion since last September, and the last time these two met in a game of any importance
Together
was,
as one.
as in the case of the previous semi-finalists, Tommy O'Rourke and Dick Lyng. They met in the 1979 semi-final as well. Pakie Ryan won that one 21-7 and 21-5, and I'm quite sure Pat McGarry will hope that
2
this one
serving 1.
won't be as easy.
1 serving 2.
Much different than the other
Interval.
Irish players. These two players
1
tend to
serving
rally
2.
the ball around the court, volleying in 4 position before going for the kill. They play much safer ball.
Passing
Together
shot
two.
there by Pat McGarry, out of a comfortable reach from Pakie Ryan.
Three serving 2.
This is a crucial time in a time match. Both players are very anxious here to get off to a good start, and they seem a bit tense.
4 serving 2. Five serving
As that
2.
shot showed, Pat lobbed the ball into the right side for a kill. He's loosening up. Very important. Pakie is pushing McGarry all around the court here, moving him out of the front. Here comes the shot.
And eventually it pays off because Pakie Ryan gets Pat McGarry in that right-hand corner and he gets back into serve now. Can he pull back? So did he get it?
Serving 5.
Ace for Pakie Ryan. Oh, that came too hard off the back wall for Pakie Ryan. Comfort, but nicely for Pat McGarry. Gets it back again. Pakie is moving McGarry around the court, hoping to tire him out. But in fact, Pakie Ryan is the older of the two by about 8 years. A brave attempt by Ryan, but it doesn't come off. So McGarry serving now here. Got through to this semi-final by beating Francis McCann and Tom Morrissey. Pakie Ryan, who was exempt in the first round as All-Ireland champion, he got through by beating Vern Roberts, who's sitting right here beside me. Ryan is in so quickly when necessary. He's able to produce that spurt
serving 5.
when it's demanded.
And that 5 serving 6.
A 2-bounce call by the referee and moved Pakie out of the serve.
That comes off the wall nicely for Pat McGarry, and Ryan is right in, crossing over to the left this time.
Now we're seeing Pat McGarry moving Pakie Ryan around the court. He makes a great catch.
6 serving 5.
That'll make the front wall. McGarry then has a chance, but he hit it too hard. And Ryan then with a great passing shot that was high enough on the glass wall to be way out of McGarry's reach, and dies in the back of the court. And a good serve to follow it up quickly.
It looked like a tired shot by Pat McGarry. In the States, we would call Pakie Ryan a court general, moving his opponent around the court, waiting for the opponent to make the mistake. There he gets his opportunity and misses it.
5 serving 8.
There's the time left, so we're into the second half of this 15-minute game. Oh, that just made the front wall, and doesn't Pakie Ryan know it too? Probably surprised him.
Nine serving 5. 5 serving 9.
Slithering out onto the left side wall. It defeats Pakie Ryan. Pat McGarry fluffing that
9
with
serving 5.
one fall to lose his service. Really, this is a competition in which Pat McGarry has played so often but very rarely made any sort of an impression in top ace. Pakie Ryan content to play the ball around. McGarry will go more often for the kill. That came up too much for McGarry's sake. Now Pakie nicely off the back wall. Oh yes, what an interception, and he's banged his left knee off that side wall. But I'm sure the pain is worth it, because that was a beautiful shot on the fly. And then McGarry shows that if one can do it, he can do it.
5 minutes
Really,
to go.
this is a fascinating contest between two great champions.
There, Pakie seemed to slip on the floor as he went in to cut that ball off, but it bounced over his head for an ace.
Good. 10 serving 6.
Unfortunately, Pat McGarry damaged his shoulder at this point and was so badly handicapped that he couldn't make a game of it, although he did battle bravely. With the score 19-8, Pakie Ryan was in the final, in which he'll meet Tommy O'Rourke next week. But in the small court international competition, Mick Ahern did meet TerryMuck for the 3rd place. And for this game, I was joined at the commentary point by Bob Peters, the Executive Director of the United States Handball Association.
Yes, it looks like Mick Ahern's settling down, and it's quite evident that your boys have really trained well for this tournament.
Point.
6. Serve 6. 5 minutes gone.
So 5 minutes gone, and Mick Ahern draws level.
Side out. 6. Serve 6. Point. 7. Serving 6. Point. 8. Serve 6. Screen serve.
It's a screen service. Mick Ahern not able to get a clear view of it with Terry's body. It came so close to him as it came back from the serve. Terry is quickly into that, and he has to move across now, moving across the court nicely. Mick Ahern off that back wall. That was so well done.
6 serves 8.
Side out. 8, serve 6. Side out. 6, serves 8. Point. 7, serves 8.
That's well got by Mick Ahern, and again, but Terry is there for this time. Ahern using that shot, which is allowed in 40 by 20 handball, but it's not
Side out.
not
Nice
allowed
foul.
in. It's not eligible,
8,
illegal
serve
in
7.
60 by 30 handball. I'm sure it's not possible, in fact, in 60 by 30 handball.
Point. 9, serving 7. Side out. 7, serves 9. Side out.
You know, Mick, I think
9,
Mick Ahern's a
7.
player with a lot of potential. I think we just devote a little more time to the game. It's obvious that he's picking up a lot of our
Point.
style of play.
10, serve 7. Side out.
Mick Ahern pinning that to bring Terry's service to an end, and Mick taking over again. Little more than 5 minutes to go now.
Side out. 10,
Ahern
serve
losing
7.
the service himself, so Terry back in again.
Ace.
That's a clear
11,
ace from the
serving
service.
7. Point. 12, serve 7.
Oh, that is too strong. It'll come off the back wall for
Side
Terry.
out,
It comes
side
off the
out.
back wall, but he doesn't make use of it.
5 minutes to go. 7, serving 12.
That last particular shot was very quite like the one that Paul Haber used quite successfully, that Mick made.
Side out. 12, serve 7. Ace.
Another ace, and Terry has been
13,
scoring
7.
aces from the serve quite frequently in this game. That's at least his third, if not fourth.
Side out. 7, 13.
So Mick Ahern now needing some encouragement from the spectators.
Side out. 13, 7. Point.
Beautiful shot, because it's very difficult when it comes up
14,
off the bottom of the
7.
back wall like that. But Terry had it controlled.
Point. 15, 7. Short. 7, 15.
3 minutes to go.
Point. 8-15. Short.
That's
Side
one
out.
short, so TerryMuck is
15,
back in to serve
8.
again.
Side out. 8,
Service
15.
changing now
3
very
minutes
quickly.
to play. Short. Side out.
The service, in
15,
fact, changing
8.
so quickly, and obviously that's a loss of concentration now.
Side out.
It was nicely
8-15.
using the side wall and then onto the front one.
Side out.
Oh, that's beautiful by TerryMuck, and I'm quite sure, Bob, that he'll be disappointed he didn't produce this form in the semi-final against Carriby-Heard.
Absolutely, Mick, absolutely. No question about it. He's playing more like he should. We know that TerryMuck can't play.
So TerryMuck takes the third place trophy back with him to Chicago. We'll show you now the concluding stages of the Ireland versus the United States doubles game, in which TerryMuck teams up with Carriby-Heard for the United States, with John Kirby and Ollie Harold representing Ireland. John Sabo is the second voice you'll hear on the commentary.
8 serving to 7.
Gordy still seems to be a little tight in there. I don't know what's going on. He's rushing his shots. He should be taking 1 second off and just relaxing a little bit more. He's pressing everything.
All out of play.
We just
5
saw a
minutes to
demonstration
go.
there of Gordy's willingness to throw
7
everything into
serving
making
to
the
8.
shot. And of course, obviously, those knee pads are so necessary in his case.
They are.
Oh, magnificent. Despite slipping, Carriby-Heard gets over for that. Throws himself right over, does a loop-to-loop, and here he is back again, settled on his feet, around the walls. Now, this is some rally. Carriby-Heard puts it off. That's magnificent handballer from the 42-year-old Pfeiffer from Tacoma in Washington, and it deserves to get them back level. But he's caught this time
Second service.
off that left wall.
Together at 8.
So TerryMuck now, he's serving here. Shoots Carriby-Heard. Oh, that went down.
That's exactly what I was talking about before. He's just rushing that shot a little bit too much. He should wait on a little more.
You've got 2 minutes left. So what a nearly 3 minutes left, a little over the 2. So what an exciting finish it's bound to be. Oh, John Kirby, how did he get that? Oh, that's a covered ball, surely. The referee didn't quite agree, so they're still together at 8. We could have them level at the end of the 15 minutes, and of course that means in these televised handball games the tiebreaker would be necessary.
9 serving to 8.
So those two Irish players, they are going the one ace ahead again. The soft lob service from Ollie Harold, which sneaks across the back wall. TerryMuck, though, well able to get it. John Kirby driving the Americans back deep into the court.
Point. 2 minutes to go. 10 serving to 8.
John Kirby throws the ball to his partner, and those two are now significantly ahead at a very crucial stage. Not much time left.
11 serving to 8.
But it has been a magnificent game of doubles handball.
Both of these teams have been playing very well. I think the Irish team especially, their teamwork seems to be very, very well.
11 serving to 8.
And that's quite an achievement for the two Irish players, because I doubt if they had ever played together in a doubles match before. More usually they would be playing on opposite sides for Clare and Kilkenny. So the prestige of the two handball associations at stake, and both, as you can obviously see, wanting to win it. But
8 serving to
34
11.
seconds left. It seems like it's going to be tough for the Americans to pull this one out.
30 seconds to go. 9 serving to
now,
11.
could they possibly do it? You can hear the buzz of excitement around the gallery here. About 600 people watching this game. Oh, John Kirby flops it so badly. Look at Pfeifer rushing, just one behind. The countdown, very few seconds left. Shoot it out! Yes, it's a tiebreaker.
It's a tiebreaker.
So it's a tiebreaker. They go ahead. That means that they will hold the hand. The service will continue. And the first side now to get one ace will win it.
There was 2 seconds left on the clock when TerryMuck dropped the bomb that right at the red line. Tremendous shot.
Take up positions. Play ball.
So what a dramatic finish. The two Americans holding the service, and the first side now to get the ace of the winners of this international doubles handball match. It's crucial now. They mustn't risk anything. Oh, the Americans have won it. John Kirby puts that onto the floor, and that's it. 12 to 11, as you see there. And Gordon
Serves.
did pay off for Tommy O'Rourke from deep in the back of the court, and that's something that he will be trying, I'm sure, quite frequently. Not too frequently will Pakie Ryan be doing it, because Pakie is the type of player somewhat different from Tommy O'Rourke. Pakie will be content to play the ball around on the walls, move his opponent around if he can, but when necessary he will take the kill. But Tommy O'Rourke gambles just like then, and it pays off for him.
Serving two.
This, of course, is a game that Tommy O'Rourke would dearly like to win, because in addition to defending the national top ace title, he remembers the shock that he suffered from Pakie Ryan last year, as Tommy was the 79 All-Ireland champion, and he was shocked in the semi-final last year when Pakie Ryan beat him in the third game, 21 aces to 1, and then Pakie went on to win the championship.
There was a shot right there by Pakie Ryan that eventually paid off through an air through Tommy, but I felt that he would have had a better choice of going for the kill. Anytime your opponent's behind you and you're in front of them, you should take that offensive shot.
Serving one. One serving four.
Now, Tommy O'Rourke coming in again. The All-Ireland title, as I said, has rested between these two players, or with these two players, for the past 2 years. Pakie Ryan, the current champion. Tommy O'Rourke, his predecessor. Difference of 16 years between them. Tommy O'Rourke, one of the better of the younger players in the last 10 years in Irish handball.
That's a type of shot that Tommy should have just got back in play instead of attempting to shoot a scoring opportunity. He would have been much better off keeping the ball up and playing it safe, especially with the service.
passing shot by Tommy O'Rourke. Using the valley down that left-hand side, putting it way out of Pakie Ryan's reach.
2 serving 4.
Those are the type of kill shots you just can't afford to take. You're much better off keeping the ball up, keeping it in play. He just did it second time in a row where he gives Tommy 2 points. Had he kept the ball in play, at least he's not losing the point. That's better.
So they're level now for the first time in the game. This is the time they've got to go. 15 minutes duration of this final. O'Rourke taking that nicely on the fly and putting it away into the empty space over there on the left.
Serving 4.
I was surprised to see Pakie use that shot that time. He's been very successful driving the ball back down to the right side.
Six serving 4.
This is one of the
5
things that I
minutes
think
gone.
got Pakie into the finals. He's been moving the ball down the right very successfully, and most players have been going left and expecting the left shot.
Serving 4.
Now Tommy O'Rourke here, 3 ahead, and obviously having learned something from that shock defeat in last year's All-Ireland semi-final. Keeping Pakie Ryan way back in the court. So in effect, the table's been turned somewhat on Pakie Ryan, because this is what he usually does to his opponents. And in this top ace competition, Pakie's opponents were Vern Roberts from the United States and Pat McGarry in the semi-final.
There's an opportunity there. Tommy should have definitely gone for the kill shot.
A brave attempt, but it didn't come off.
4 serving 8.
So now Pakie Ryan back into serve. 4 behind.
It's another typical opportunity. Going for a kill shot when you're totally off balance is not a wise choice.
6 serving 8.
That was the same situation that just occurred there that we mentioned earlier.
Tommy O'Rourke is obviously injured himself there. Obviously has turned an ankle, so the clock will be stopped. This is to Tommy O'Rourke, the runner-up trophy. Muck-Pfeifer is in the dark shorts and he's wearing the headband, and he's from Tacoma in Washington. John Sabo, the big man from New Jersey, is his opponent, and the second voice you'll be hearing on the commentary is that of the third-place player, TerryMuck.
This game should really rank as a toss-up, Mick. Both fellows are playing great ball, and it's really going to be interesting to see who's serving well tonight.
beautiful ace. The point from John Sabo, 15 years the younger of these two finalists. A marvelous get by John Sabo and an equally great kill by Carriby-Heard.
He shouldn't miss those. Those are easy shots, and John can't afford to miss those in a match like this.
So the more difficult one, coming off the back wall in the corners, John Sabo kills it dead.
Side out. 2-1.
That's Gordy's best shot, is the hard pass shot to either side.
3.
It's interesting to note the contrasting serving styles. Gordy is hitting the power drive down the left, and John Sabo is trying the three-wall cross-court serve.
No. Skip point.
Referee Vernon Roberts calling the skip ball. The ball is skipping along the ground.
Side out.
Both players are willing to throw everything into this contest for the international top ace. Beautiful Waterford Crystal Trophy.
3. Bad bounce.
A bad bounce. So
1-3
Vernon
again.
Roberts gives the advantage.
John's getting two advantages by serving this serve back to Gordy's left. Gordy's not very good on glass, and Gordy is not known to have a great left hand.
3-1.
Certainly Carriby-Heard, the Americans that we've seen over here, one of the most tenacious and the most competitive, one would say.
Side out. 1 serves.
Gordy doesn't like the ball in the glass.
Point.
But it's the sort of determination there, though, that you see from Carriby-Heard, and that's what's kept him in the top bracket still with the touring professionals at 42 years of age. One-third of the way through this final. John Sabo is so displeased with himself.
Point.
Gordy making full use of that empty right-hand corner.
2. Short, side out.
One short.
2. Serves 4.
Bad mistake in this game.
Point. 3, 4. Side out. 4, serving 3.
Gordy-Pfeifer wiping the drips of perspiration off the floor.
Point. 5, serves 3.
What a magnificent get at the back wall. There's determination. The crowd loving this. John finished it, but real heroics from that man there in the white T-shirt. And look at John Sabo's T-shirt. Now, really, this game is exploding with an explosive shot like that. And you see now where the perspiration's coming from. Dripping off of John Sabo.
Side out. 5, serves 4.
Both players are known for their hustle on the American Pro Tour, and that you'll see them both all over the floor throughout this match.
Bad bounce. Replay. 5, serving 4.
Bad bounce off the corner, so Vern Roberts asked Gordy to replay it. Really, as Terry was saying, they'll see them all over the court. And, you know, there's an element of recklessness between these two players, but of course it's all in the intensity of the contest.
No. Point. 6, serves 4. Play ball, Gordy. Hinder screen.
That's a hinder screen ball,
6-4 again.
says Vern Roberts. Players now slowing the game down.
Bad bounce.
Bad bounce.
Stop the clock. Try the floor. 6 serving 4 will resume.
So we're going to stop the clock to wipe the floor because it is dripping with perspiration at the moment. So back to go into action. The floor now dried out. And just 2 aces between them.
Replay.
It's a hindered ball.
6 serving 4.
John now having put on a sweatband. Gordy has had one since the beginning. You can hear the squeal of their shoes off the floor now. Less than 5 minutes to go.
Point.
Oh, beautiful kill into that right-hand corner by Gordy-Pfeifer.
Serving 4.
Gordy's being very patient, just waiting for the shot he can kill.
Point.
Just like then.
8-4.
John's going to have to get him out right now.
Replay, 8-4.
Beautiful get.
That's beautifully done off the back wall and onto the front, and John does it again, succeeding, yes. Beautiful scooping of the ball. That magnificent is something we don't see in Ireland, and even in 40 by 20. The use of the back wall to get... That's great stuff, and the crowd loving every second of that, as you can hear. So now can John Sabo pull back those 4 aces?
A rally like that.
3 minutes to do it, Terry.
A rally like that really takes it out of a guy. Let's see if John can keep in there and get some points.
Side out. 3 minutes to go. 8 serves.
Not that time.
4.
John is winded now.
Just there to the left of John was his wife, Linda.
Screen.
Screen ball.
Ball was good.
John thought it was short.
Yeah, it looked short to me.
I thought so.
But Vern Roberts, he's the referee. He's the one that counts.
Serve. Side out.
So maybe justice was done. John Sabo back in again. Good fly shot. Has he the time to do it? John Sabo now must kill the ball. Yes.
5-8.
Bad bounce in the back left corner. They're going to replay that one. That was a good call.
2 and just a little more than that minute, you can see in the bottom right-hand corner of your picture. Oh, what a mistake at this stage of the game.
8 plays 6.
That's what happens when a player gets tired. He doesn't take his care with his shots. And
so he's back in again. He has less than a minute. Just 45 seconds now. John must go for the kill. He's got it.
7-8. Play ball.
So just one between them. 7-8. Could John Sabo possibly bring it to a tie?
Tie!
They're together. Just those seconds to go. "15 seconds. That's it for John Sabo. Just 10 seconds. He's that vital one ahead. So, that's it. It's time up. John Sabo is the new champion. What a comeback. The man on the left there, he's so pleased with himself. What a comeback when it looked as if that stoppage might be to Carriby-Pfeifer's advantage. In the last half minute, John Sabo gets in front and he wins it by that. Look at his wife, Linda. She was looking so displeased earlier on. Now she's so overjoyed because that Waterford Crystal trophy will rest on their sideboard in New Jersey.
So what a superb game of handball. Both players are presented with their trophies by producer Michael O'Carroll, who's accompanied by Joe Lynch, the administrator of the Irish Handball Council. Gordy gets the runner-up crystal decanter, and John Sabo the Waterford Glass Trophy, the international top ace champion.